Imagine this for a moment. A single wire, stretched across a room. A simple line connecting one world to another. A lifeline of information. A bridge of human curiosity. That wire was once the greatest technology we had. But today, we speak of connection without touching anything. Signals floating in the air. Invisible, untouchable, yet powerful enough to move nations, build dreams, and change the world. Tonight, we explore a battle that is older than it seems. Not a battle of machines, but a battle of ideas. Wired internet versus wireless connectivity. And the truth is deeper than speed. IT's about trust, security, freedom, the balance between staying grounded and learning how to fly. There was a time when everything depended on cables. Thick ones, thin ones, blue, yellow, tangled, stretched, taped to the walls. They were the arteries of a new digital world. We built an entire internet on copper lines. We created the first global conversations through wires. We learned to reach across oceans, through cables lying quietly in the darkness of the sea. If you trace the story of human connection, you'll find wire after wire after wire. They were our roots. Stable, strong, hard to break, hard to trust without them. But life was changing, faster than anyone expected. People wanted movement. They wanted to walk around a room with a laptop and not feel chained. They wanted their phones to speak to satellites, their headphones to speak to music, their homes to speak to them. And so, the world cut the cord. Wireless was born. Wi-Fi became air. 5G became speed. Devices became freedom. And our connection became invisible. But here is the question no one asks. If your connection is invisible, how do you know it's truly there? If you cannot touch it, can you trust it? That's what makes this battle so fascinating. Wired internet is the old lion, powerful, reliable, steady. Wireless is the young falcon, fast, agile, always rising. One gives you strength. The other gives you wings. Imagine a gamer sitting in a dim room, headphones on, heart racing, the world depending on his next move. A tiny delay, one dip in the connection, and the game changes. A half second can rewrite the final score. This is where the wire still wins. Stability, consistency, zero drama. A cable doesn't get tired. It doesn't get confused. It doesn't wander off trying to talk to 10 other devices in the room. It knows only one thing: deliver the signal. Always. And yet, imagine a traveler walking through a city. Maps loading instantly. Video calls with loved ones. Files downloading while moving. Working from a cafe, a train, a rooftop. This is where wireless wins. Freedom, mobility, possibility. The wire keeps you grounded. The air sets you free. Both are not enemies. They are reflections of two sides of us. We want stability, but we chase freedom. We want power, but we love convenience. We want control, but we dream of unlimited movement. Wired internet whispers, "Stay with me. I am strong. I am steady. I will never betray you." Wireless answers, "Trust me. I am everywhere. I am limitless. I will take you further." And in the middle stands the modern human, trying to decide what matters more: speed, security, portability, or peace of mind. Maybe the real truth is this: the future will not choose one. It will merge both. Fiber optic lines forming a powerful backbone beneath the earth, and wireless signals stretching across the sky like digital wind. A world where the ground gives us strength, and the air gives us reach. But let's look deeper, because this battle is more than technology. It is a mirror of how we live. A wired connection is how we hold on to our traditions, the things that keep us stable, balanced, rooted. Wireless connectivity is how we chase the unknown, how we explore, innovate, move, experiment. Every day, we stand between the two. We plug in when we need certainty, and we disconnect when we want freedom. This is the rhythm of modern life. And as we move toward a future of smart cities, self-driving cars, hologram calls, and intelligent machines, The question will grow louder. How do we stay connected in a world with no wires? Because the more wireless we become, the more we rely on something we cannot see. Invisible networks, invisible signals, invisible trust. The world is held together by forces no one notices, yet everyone depends on. That is the beauty of wireless. And the danger. We must build systems stronger than our doubts, smarter than our mistakes, safer than our fears. We must create a world where freedom does not destroy stability, and speed does not eliminate security. This balance, this harmony, will define the next era of human connection. And maybe, just maybe, when people look back at this time, the era of wires and Wi-Fi, of fiber and 5G, of grounded cables and floating signals, they will realize something powerful. We were not choosing technologies. We were choosing the kind of world we wanted to live in. A world rooted in strength, or a world flying on possibility. But the greatest world is the one that learns to do both, because humans were never meant to stay in one place, and we were never meant to fly without direction. We were meant to grow, with foundation beneath us, and sky above us. Just like wired and wireless, we are strongest when we connect the two. And in that connection, in that balance between what we can hold and what we can only feel, lies the future of everything we will create. A future built on the calm of the wire and the courage of the air. A future where connection is not just technology, but a reflection of who we are. A future where strength and freedom walk side by side. And as long as we remember that, we will always find our signal. But there is one more truth, a truth we often forget. Connection is not only about routers or towers. It's about us. A wired connection teaches us patience. You sit, you stay, you focus. You learn the art of being present. In one place, fully, deeply, completely. Wireless teaches us movement. You walk, you explore, you discover. You learn the art of adapting, changing, shifting, growing with every step. And when you combine these two lessons, you understand the secret of the modern world. To build something strong, you need roots. To build something great, you need wings. The world is upgrading every second. From slow DSL lines to fiber optics faster than thought. From old routers to Wi-Fi 7 pushing the limits of air. From 3G to 4G to 5G. And the next generation rising behind the curtain. Technology is not slowing down. But the question is, are we moving with intention? Or just moving because everything around us is moving? Because wires are intentional. Wireless is instinct. One comes from discipline. The other comes from desire. And the future belongs to the people who master both. Imagine a world where hospitals are powered by cables so secure, nothing can break them. Where autonomous cars glide through streets guided by wireless signals so fast, they almost feel alive. Where your home knows you. Your devices protect you. Your network understands you. Where connection is not just communication. It's intelligence. And standing in the center of all this evolution is you. Your choices. Your needs. Your vision. Technology doesn't shape the future. People do. People who know when to hold on, and when to let go, when to plug in, and when to fly free. So whether your life is grounded like a cable, or floating like a signal in the sky, remember this. Every connection you make, wired or wireless, carries your story, your effort, your dreams, your direction. And as long as you keep choosing with purpose, your world will never lose its signal. But there is something even more mysterious, something hidden beneath every signal, every wire, every network we build. Human intention. Because a connection is never just technology. It is a choice, a promise, a direction. When you plug into a wired network, you are telling the world, I choose stability. I choose focus. I choose clarity of purpose. When you shift to wireless, you are saying, I choose movement. I choose flexibility. I choose the freedom to change. And these choices shape everything. Societies rise on strong cables laid under oceans. Empires grow on wireless towers reaching into the clouds. Lives transform in the space between the grounded wire and the open sky. You see, technology is only a mirror. It reflects who we are becoming. When the world was slow, we built slow wires. When the world wanted speed, we created fiber. When the world wanted freedom, we created Wi-Fi. When the world wanted power, we created 5G. But the next question is far more powerful. What will the world want next? Perhaps we will build networks that think for themselves, signals that adjust to our emotions, connections that know when we are stressed, when we are inspired, when we are lost. Imagine a day when your internet slows down, not because of traffic, but because it senses you need a moment of calm. Imagine a day when your wireless signal increases, not because of new towers, but because your ambition rises. A world where connection is alive, not just wires, not just waves, but something deeper, something almost human. And when that day comes, we will realize something beautiful. We were never fighting between wired and wireless. We were learning how to balance who we are and who we want to become. Because every wire reminds us to stay grounded. Every wireless signal reminds us to rise higher. And the truth of life is that we need both strength and flight, control and possibility, focus and freedom, the foundation beneath us and the sky above us. And somewhere in the space between these two, between the solid ground and the open air, our future is waiting, quietly, patiently, like a signal you can't see. But don't forget to like, feel, share, because in the subscribe. It is not the wire or the signal that defines our world.